All right, so let's just look at math here. All right, if I wanted to start from scratch and get to $10,000 a month in my AI agency, all I need to do is simply look at the math, right? Everything is a math problem. If I can put any problem into a math problem, it can be solved, right? And so I don't have to guess. I can use real numbers and know goals. So number goals to hit to achieve whatever my end result is. 10K a month. A lot of people use that as this magic. Oh, if I 10K a month, I'm doing good. But let's be honest, right? If I was making $5,000 a month doing this, if I was making $1,000 extra dollars a month in my pocket that I don't have right now, and I was able to do this, especially in my spare time as a side hustle, then I'm probably not going to complain. But the cool thing is if I can get it to $1,000 a month, I can definitely get it to $5,000 a month. And if I can get it to 5,000, I can get it to $10,000 a month, and so on and so forth to achieve whatever monetary goal I actually have. The only difference is how long I'm doing it, right? So I don't make $10,000 a month as soon as I start, but it's something I build to. So as long as I keep doing something, keep following a process or strategy that makes money, I just keep following it until I'm making the money that I want to make. But let's just say $10,000 is our end goal, right? That's my first milestone, or that's my fifth milestone. It doesn't matter. That's my milestone that I want to hit on my journey to achieving whatever financial freedom or number that I want to achieve. So the process is simple, right? We start with an AI built website. And the math behind the numbers behind that is I can sell that website easily $500 to $3,000. Why that number? Why that range? Well, when people are just getting started, confidence isn't necessarily the highest. So I can easily get away with offering a website for 500. I can easily build that up to 3,000 as I build my confidence. Can I go higher than that? Absolutely. Why do these numbers work? Because they're very attractive to a small business who may or may not have a ton of money, but businesses have more money than they like to let on. They will find the money if there's something they want. And knowing that every business wants and needs a website, and the average website will go for $5,000 to $10,000, we know we have a sweet, great offer that will get us into a lot of conversations, and we'll get a percentage of those people to say yes to this. And the beautiful thing is, it's just the first part of our strategy. It's just the foot in the door. But even if nothing else happens from there, if I can pull in $500 to $3,000 a month just by selling one website, I'm already ahead of the curve. I'm already doing something that is making money that I can scale, right? It becomes a math problem. All right, if I want to hit $10,000, I need to sell at least three $3,000 websites and one $1,000 website, right? It could be math like that. But the really cool thing is I don't have to work overtime to try to sell a ton of websites each month, because I also have in my back pocket AI assisted services. And I call them AI assisted services because they range anywhere from our reputation management, review management, all the way up to lead generation. I can use AI to assist me through that, whether it's creating emails for email marketing, or an app to collect reviews, and a process emails to get reviews. Use AI to help me write ads, come up with ad strategy for lead generation, use the AI website builder to build landing pages. I have AI at my fingertips throughout this whole process. What does that mean? It means I don't have to be a technical wizard to do all this stuff. It means the average person, me, the average person who isn't smart at website code and some tech geek or whatnot, I can do this without much issue, because I have AI, the smartest brain on the planet, to help me along the way. And so the cool thing is these services, they range anywhere from $200 a month to the lowest service, to all the way to, I can get up to $2,400 to $2,500 a month easy by selling all of my services. On average, that puts me at about 600. So by doing this, I've now created some pieces of a math problem, or a math formula, if you will, that I can now solve to achieve the money that I want to achieve. right? And so if we look at this process really quick, right? Let's break it down on what the actual work is, right? And how I can get in to start doing this. And then we'll come back and look at the final math of what this is going to take for me to get to $10,000 a month. All right. So I know I need to sell a website. That's my foot in the door. And then eventually I'll offer them services. Look, some businesses might not get any services, and that's fine, right? Some businesses might get all the services, right? So that's why we use kind of an average, which you can see is very small. All I did was take the 4 services that we primarily offer: review management, message marketing, which is email or text marketing or text marketing, SEO, and lead generation. So 4 services divided by the 2,400 gives us about 600. So let's just say on average, I can close, again, some clients I won't close anything. Some clients I'll close $2,400 worth of services, and some clients I'll just close just one of the services. Okay. So if we just use the average, which is actually on the lower end of that range, I can actually be very conservative when planning my journey to $10,000. But the process is simple. The strategy is simple. It never changes. Okay. Regardless of how the numbers play out, the strategy is always the same. Foot in the door with a website. And then once I provide the website, they're happy. Now I have the door open for me to be able to offer marketing services on top of that, which again, all businesses are going to at least hear the conversation, because getting new customers is going to be their newest priority after getting that brand new website, fresh website that they want, right? So the easiest way to do this is find people who are already asking for a website, right? And so let's go to our good friend Google. And let's look at this process from start to finish, okay? I can easily go right now and find people who are looking for a website. I can go to several sites that already literally have businesses raising their hand saying, hey, is there anyone out there that can help me with a website? Okay, so I can go to Upwork. Upwork is one of those ones. We can go to guru.com. They're all the same, right? So let's go to Google because I'm not logged in there and you can see it from scratch. All right. So I can literally come here. What skill are you looking for? Or sorry. It's right here. Find jobs. And from find jobs, I can look for web design. If I just type in web design, and then what I'm going to see is, let's just accept these cookies. What I'm going to see is I'm going to see people who are asking for a website. Okay. Now there's going to be all kinds of things, and we're not going to go into each one in detail. All we have to do is I'm looking for easy home runs. I'm not looking for something that's super complicated, like dev editor, true crime. Like, I don't know what that is, even though the price, I mean, great prices here. I don't know what that, look, all I have to do is focus on things that I understand. I don't have to make this complicated. So if I don't know what the heck this is, I can skip it, right? Develop multiple website front ends. Now I can read all these. Look, they're looking for someone relatively new because they need front end work. They basically just need web pages built. I can easily do that. And look, they're offering $2,500 to $5,000 for this. So right away, we're already above the range that we said we can even sell, the higher end of the range that we said we can sell websites for. Okay. So let's just go and find a very simple, someone asking for a simple website. So this person here, looking for a new website. Okay. What I could easily do, right? Let's just go into this. And they already list. So all I need to do is find out what kind of business this is, right? And so right here, they've actually given me their old site. Okay. So all I have to do, let me just open it and see what this even is. Okay, perfect. So this is what they are. Okay. And so what I can easily do now that I have an idea what this is I can go to my AI website builder, Lovable, right? Which is free to get started with, has a free plan, and I get free credits every single day. And the credits allow me to at least build one website a day. If I want to upgrade, it's super, super, super cheap. And then I can build multiple websites a day, right? But all I have to do now is I need a new website to replace the following website. Okay. And let's just do that. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and just hit enter. Okay. And so what Lovable is going to do, what Lovable is going to do, let's go back to this really quick. All right. I need a new website to replace the following website. Okay. So now what it's going to do is it's going to scan and look at that website. It's going to look at all the code. It's going to look at all the wording, and it's going to say, all right, let me see. And telling you right here, look, yeah, I want a modern replacement for this existing website. Okay. So what Lovable is going to do without me needing to be a technical wizard is build this website for me. It's going to do all the analysis, and it's going to decide what an upgraded modern website going to look based on all the knowledge it has about websites and coding and all the things that are needed. Okay. So it's doing all the thinking, right? So it's going to do this in the background. And I could be could be more descriptive about this, but you can see here, it already knows exactly what type of website it is. And understand whatever look, it's telling me the colors and style. So it's going to go ahead and build it. Okay. So understand that at my fingertips, if I need changes, I need updates, or if I don't like something, or if I want it to be a certain way, or if it missed something, I can easily type it and it can fix it easily. But more times than not, I'll just put in my initial request and it's going to produce, again, a solid demo, because that's all I need. I don't need it to be the working replacement in full. All I'm looking to do is I have someone who's asking for a website. They're literally asking for help, already asking for it. I don't have to wonder if this person wants or needs a new website. They're already asking for it. And all I have to do, okay, now again, I could have pasted and copied this whole thing in there to give Lovable more, but all I need is the website. I just need a link to a website that I can show them whenever I say I can do this for you. Because instead of saying I can do this for you, I'm actually going to say, I've done this for you. Here's my initial crack at it. Okay. And now all I need to do, because Lovable is building the website, I want to communicate to them in the best way possible to get them interested in working with me and getting the website for me. And so what am I going to use for that? Well, I'll probably use AI, right? I'm going to use ChatGPT to come up with a solid proposal that I can submit there on guru.com to this person. Okay. And all I'm going to say is I need a solid proposal to send to someone on guru.com who is asking for a website redesign. I have built a demo website replacement for them already and would like to send them the link in my proposal showing quality of what I can do for them. Here is the full job post they did that I need a proposal for. Okay. Now, if you're asking, like, do I have to type all this out all the time? No, once I open a chat and I do the first one, then going forward, all I have to say is, hey, I have another one that I need a proposal for with the same scenario. Here's their job post. Now I'm going to go to Guru real quick and grab their full job post. Oops. Now again, I would be logged in. So let's just grab what I have here. Okay. And I'm just copying. So all I did was copy and paste their project. I'm not changing any of the words. I'm just saying, hey, here's what they're asking. Give me a proposal for it. And I just submit it. Now, while that's working, which is actually going to be very fast, it's actually already produced it here. Demo link, it gives me everything I need. Look, what you'll get, look, this is giving me, all I have to do now is copy and paste it and just make sure there's nothing crazy in there, but a quick proofread. This is like producing one of the best, producing something way better than I could ever come up with on my own. Okay. So now I have my proposal, and now I also have my website. I heard it beep while we're working, and look at this beautiful website. So much better than what they had. Look at this beautiful website. It has services, about, testimonial, content. It has, this website is miles above what they already have. So I already have a website built. All I would have to do is hit publish. I can put a custom domain, or when I publish it, it's going to give me a domain, give me a link that I can just insert into the proposal. Then I grab the proposal, paste it into guru.com, and then I submit it. And I may or may not get this project. I don't know. But this process in total, I've been talking through it, which was slowing me down, has taken less than 10 minutes total, right? So imagine I'm doing this on guru.com every day. I can do it on upwork.com. I can do it on freelancer.com. And all I'm doing is quickly spitting out AI built demo website as my foot in the door. Someone eventually will say yes. It might not be today, but it could be tomorrow. It could be next week. I don't know which one it is. I don't know which one of my proposals that I send that I actually close into the client. But I do know if I just keep offering websites that are already built for them, so I already have a leg up on everyone else who says, yeah, I could do something like that. I'm showing them that I can already do something like that. I'm giving them the result right away. So what they are seeing, they're seeing their potential business in this website. They're not guessing and wondering what I could do. They're looking at this and like, oh yeah, I really love this. I could have my logo here. Yeah, I would put they're already picturing themselves in this website. They're picturing their business using this website already, whereas everyone else, they have to use their imagination on whether this person can do something. They've already got a taste of the work that I can do. And then all it's going to be is I submit my proposal. If they want something, yeah, we can customize it. How do I customize it? I just ask Lovable, hey, change this. The client wants this. The client will tell me, hey, here's kind of what I'm looking for. I'll copy and I'll paste that in the Lovable right into this same little chat here and say, hey, the client looked at it. Here's their feedback. And say, the Lovable will say, got it. Okay, let me make these corrections for them. And it's really that simple. And so in the end, I'm just rinsing and repeating this process, foot in the door with the website. And then once I deliver this website, which once I deliver, that means they're happy with it. Yeah, this is great. Cool. Then it's super easy. Then it is super easy to then say, all right, well, cool. Now that here's the website. So what are you now doing? What are you doing to bring in new customers, right? What are you doing to get eyes fast on this website, right? I do offer a marketing service. I do have some marketing services that I think might help if you're looking to increase your customer volume. And guess what? A big percentage of people are going to be like, yeah, that sounds great. Why are they going to say that? Because, well, most every business on the planet wants new customers. And two, they already trust me now, right? You've heard of the know, like, and trust. Well, it's already there because they've already worked with me. They've already paid me money. They've already been satisfied and happy with a product I've delivered to them. So now they're more than likely to work with me again. And so I can get a nice high percentage of people that say yes to this to also get some sort of marketing service, whether it's just one service, whether it's a couple different services, or whether it's all my services. Okay. And that's the whole process. That's the process. It's really that simple. I know it's without overcomplicating it, the process is literally just that simple. And so now what we can do is we can look at the math behind this. and say, all right, well, look, if I just execute this process, what does that look like math-wise for me to get to $10,000 a month, right? And so again, we have our AI built website and we're just tacking on marketing services, right? And those marketing services can range anywhere from $200 a month to $2,400 a month. Let's say on average, $597 a month. Well, if we just broke that out and say, look, what does it look like for me to get to $10,000 a month using this simple process and formula? Let's just say I start at the lowest website price of the range. And all I do is I sell one website and then we'll assign the average service price to that one client that I get that month. Meaning I'm only going to sell one website a month. And because some businesses won't get any services and some will get multiple services, we're going to use our average, which is actually super low, very conservative, considering we have services that are over $1,000. So we'll use the lowest price and just say each person just gets the average service price. Okay. So all I'm selling is one website a month. I'm not even selling multiple, which is extremely possible. And the statistics are high to say that I could close multiple websites a month. Let's just say I just close one. Well, month one, I start at the lowest because my confidence isn't high. And I get a $500 website. I sell the website for $500. And because they're happy with it, again, I get an average service for that one client, $597 a month. Total in month one, I've made basically $1,100. Well, I've sold a $500 website. So now my confidence is better. So now I can sell a $1,000 website. So next time I sell a website, it's $1,000. And I do that in month two. And then all I sell, again, is on average, that client gets a $597 service. So now I have two people paying me $597 a month. So now I've essentially doubled my income from $1,100 to basically $2,200. The following month, instead of doubling my website price, all I do is add another $500. So now I sell the website for $1,500. And now I have three clients paying me $597 a month, which is nearly $2,000. So now I'm at $3,300. Well, as you can see, I jump all the way to month 6. Okay. All I've done by the time I get to month 6 is I've just increased the website price by $500. So each month that I sell the website, I just up it by $500. That's all I'm doing. So I'm not even going crazy with it. Again, we just saw someone asking they're willing to pay $2,500 to $5,500 for websites. And here we are at our highest selling for $3,000. So I'm telling you this is because your potential goes beyond $3,000. There's people selling these sites for $7,000, $10,000. Okay. So we're being very conservative here. So by month 6, I'm selling websites, one website a month for $3,000. That alone is phenomenal. But by that time, now I have 6 people paying me $597 a month. That equals about $3,600. So between the one website and my reoccurring monthly services, I'm at basically $6,600 a month. Again, that's in 6 months' time. And even if I never made any more money than that, I'm pretty confident I would be extremely happy with $6,600 a month. But fast forward to 12 months, just following the process, staying consistent, I'm still selling a website for $3,000. Again, I could be raising that price if I wanted to and finding a different price, but I know that this is just a foot in the door and the real money is the compounding reoccurring. So heck, I stick with $3,000 per website and I only sell one a month because that's just the way the numbers fall. Cool. But now I have 12 people paying me $597 a month. So now I'm at over $7,000 a month in my reoccurring monthly services. because it's continued to grow. And guess what? In 1 year, in 12 months, I've now built a business from nothing to $10,000 a month in income. Now, the point of this isn't to show you like, look, it's going to fall. These numbers are going to fall exactly like this. But what I'm showing you is being very conservative and not stressing. A lot of people think that, oh, it's a week 10. I got to work with tons of people. I have to, have this big team. I have to be offering all these things. I can just offer a website, one-time fee, and then simply add on even just one service to a client. And in 12 months, I'm either at $10,000 a month or I'm on the path to that. And someone might say, well, man, I really need to make the money fast. But just think about where you are in your life right now. Do you make $10,000 a month right now? If not, why do you need to make it this second? Why can't you build to it? Because the money you make now, you didn't magically just start off making. And even if you had one of the best jobs on the planet, the likelihood of you in month one making $1,100 and then by month 12 you're making $10,000, that percentage of raises that you would get throughout the year are non-existent out there. So nowhere else on the planet at your day jobs would you even get close to this anyway. So why would 12 months be inconvenient to be making $10,000 a month? Because along the way you're making $1,100 a month, and then the next month you're making $2,200. If I gave anyone right now an extra $2,200 a month, no one would complain, right? So what we have is a clear process to follow, very simple process to follow, and we have the math to make it work.